Hello, welcome to Verbling. My name is Joe, and today we're going to be debating, discussing whether or not study abroad should be required in high school. So if that topic sounds interesting to you, please join us. This is live. The first 2 minutes are always reserved for premium users, and I think we have 4 reservations today. So while we're waiting for some people to join, hello. I'm going to show you guys how to get some free reservations. So this is what you're looking at right now, except the picture is moving. And up here you'll see Get Reservations. So click on that, then you'll see Invite Friends. This is the easiest way to get free reservations. So you have your special link right here. And if you copy and paste this and post it on Facebook, on Twitter, sounds like we have a lot of background noise, send it to any of your email contacts or put it on your blog, wherever, you'll get 1 free reservation for each friend that signs up. So that's how that works. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Hi guys, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
Ahmed, are you there? No. Okay. Hi guys. Some more people should be joining us shortly. It sounds like one of you has a lot of background noise. So just make sure you have headphones, either like these or some regular ones like these, because that will eliminate most of the background noise. And while we're waiting, where are you guys from?
Hi, can you hear me all right?
From Egypt. And Marcos, where are you from?
Argentina.
Argentina. Alright, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you commented on the YouTube video.
Yeah, because I saw your video today.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you're here today. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we have a full class right now, so we'll go ahead and get started. Hi guys, for those of you who don't know, my name's Joe. I'm from the United States, and I'm from... Today, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I heard you.
Sometimes, no,
Okay.
just a little bit problem because I missing or some voices.
Okay, because I just got a notification that says sounds like you're typing, so we muted your mic, but it doesn't seem to be muted. Okay, I think it should be good then. Just a reminder if... Yes?
The problem is that when you are speaking and writing at the same time, and we can't hear you when you are writing at the same time.
Okay, so like when I do this, it doesn't work? Or no? Because I just typed.
We hear you.
Okay.
No.
Okay, it's... Yeah, Marcos?
When you wrote a tax on Arizona, I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Okay, well if that happens, I think it might have just been a minor issue, but it should be working fine now, and if it doesn't, then I'll just write and type. But it sounds like there's a ringing going on, so if you guys could, when you're not speaking, just mute your microphone, so that way it doesn't pick up any background noise. That way we can eliminate the problem. So, I think it's Elif. I think it's your microphone. Yep, there it is again.
I'm here.
I think your microphone is picking up background noise.
No, mine not.
Well, it sounds like the ringing is coming from it because when I mute you, it goes away. like it's gone away right now, and you're
Yes,
not
you're
muted.
right. You're right.
So, Elif, if you could just, when you're not speaking, just mute your mic. Same with everybody else too, because that way, you know, if you're breathing really loud like this, then people can hear you. So just mute your mic when you're talking. That way, we won't have any problems. But like I said, today we're going to be practicing speaking. And what we're going to be speaking about is, should study abroad be required in high school? So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be debating it. Some people are probably going to say yes. Some people might say no. So we're going to be talking about that. And you guys are going to be able to share your opinions. However, before we get started, what I would like to do is do a quick introduction. So have everybody introduce themselves by saying your name, where you're from, what country, city, and whether you have lived in another country before. And when I say lived in another country, I mean the same country for at least 2 months. Or actually, let's say 3 months, 3 months. So I'll go first. My name's Joe from the United States, and I have never lived abroad or in a different country. So we'll start from the very left over here with Ahmed.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Islam, not Ahmed, by the way. I'm from Egypt. My job is I'm accountant. And I've never lived in another country except my country, Egypt.
All right. Cool. Welcome. Next we have Danilo.
Hi, my name is Danilo. It is the first time that I'm here in your class. I am 26 years old. My job, I am an airplane pilot, and I'm single. Is this just it? I have. Okay.
Have you lived in another country?
No, I never. I intend to travel to United States on my next vacation just to study English.
Just to study English. All right, fantastic. Well, welcome to my class. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Okay.
All right. Next we have David.
Hello, my name is David from Barcelona, Spain, and I've never moved to another country.
Never. All right. Next we have Elif. Elif.
Hi, my name is Elif. I'm from Turkey and I have never lived in another country.
All right. Next we have Julio.
Yes, everyone. My name is Julio. I'm from Timor-Leste. Now I live in Thailand. I have been here for 10 months, almost 1 year, because I'm studying here.
Wow, that's really cool. All right. Interesting. All right. Next we have Larissa.
Hello. I'm Larissa. I'm from Brazil, and I've never lived abroad, but I really want to.
Cool. All right. Next we have Marcos.
Hello, Marcos from Argentina, and I've never been living abroad. So.
All right. Next we have Mehdi. Mehdi.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
My name is Mehdi Maroufi. I'm from Morocco, and I've never lived in a different country.
All right. Next. Yeah. Okay. Next we have Moses.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Moses.
My name is Moises. I'm from Colombia, and I haven't lived in another country.
All right. All right. And Andrea, are you there? Andrea, Cristina? Maybe not. Okay. It looks like they are figuring things out. So I think that's everybody. Welcome everybody. Like I said, today we're going to be practicing speaking. So you guys are all going to get a chance to speak if you'd like to.
Can you hear me?
Hello, Andrea, Cristina. Okay. Don't know what's going on there. But we're going to be talking about whether or not study abroad should be required in high school. So this is going to be kind of a debate. So what we're going to do, Andrea, Cristina, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Would you like to introduce yourself by saying your name, where you're from, and whether you've lived in another country for 3 months or longer?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone, my name is Andrea. I'm 19. I live now in London with my girlfriend Christina, and I've never lived in another country before.
Are you from London?
I'm from Italy.
Okay, so that would count then. How long are you visiting?
No, I'm staying in London.
Like living there for?
Yeah, I've been living for 3 months. Yeah, so I live in another country.
Okay. All right, cool. Andrea, do you have headphones?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, awesome. So he's gonna put those on, because if you guys can hear it, that echo is because he doesn't have headphones on, or he's not using headphones. So if that's happening to you, just grab some headphones. But what we're gonna be doing is debating this. So what we're gonna do first, just like any debate, is define a few things in the question. So high school, depending on where you're from, high school can mean a few different things. So when we're talking about high school, we're talking about the school. Okay, maybe not. Andrea, we're gonna mute your microphone. That way, there's no background noise being picked up. So if you want to say something or ask a question, just unmute it up here, and then you can speak. Okay. So just like with any debate, it's important to define the terms so that everybody knows, oh, okay, high school means this in this debate, and study abroad means this. So when you guys think of high school, what do you guys think of?
School.
School, okay, yeah. But I guess let me change the question. What ages do you think of?
17.
16.
16.
17, 16, what else?
15.
15?
Yes.
Okay, 15.
15 and 16 and 17.
15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Does anybody think we should include 14 or no? Is that too young?
No, 15 it's very young.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's do this. When we're talking about high school, we're talking about the age group. Let's just say we can lower it to 14, but if you think 15, then you can include that in the debate. So we'll do 14 to 18 because high school is usually 4 years. Sometimes it's 3, and it may be 2 in other countries. But we'll say high school. When we're talking about high school in this debate, we're talking about the ages 14 to 18. So we've got that, and then the other part of the question, study abroad. What do you guys think of when you hear that term, study abroad?
To study in another country.
To study in another country. Good. Okay. So we'll say study in another country. In another country. Okay. And yes. Yeah.
I think if we talk about high school, it's like only few people they can study abroad during the high school time, because mostly it's like college student is they prefer to go to study abroad. That's what I suggest. Why not we are discussing about or debate about university or college?
Okay. Okay, that's a good point. We could do high school or we could do university. What would you guys like to do? Because we can do either one, but they're going to be two different debates. So, I mean, we could start out with high school, and then what do you guys want to do?
I think it's better high school.
High school. Let's do high school. Julio, we'll do high school first, and
Okay,
then if we have time, we'll do college.
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Good question, though. Okay, so study abroad to study in another country, and let's put. I think we should put a time limit on it, or not a time limit, but like a specific amount of time. So should we say 1 year, a semester, or a summer?
1 year.
Let's talk in terms of years. So we'll do. Should study abroad for 1 year be required in high school? So that way the question is more specific. So we'll say 1 year. Okay. Okay. So this is just what I've been taking notes of what you guys have been saying. So the question really is, should study abroad or study in another country for 1 year be required in high school? And if you don't know what required means, it means you have to do it. So, for example, you're required to go to class in high school. That would be an instance of how you would use be required. So now that we've got that, let's debate this. So the way we're going to do this is, you guys all know the question. I'm going to write it on my whiteboard, and then you guys can state your opinion and say, yes, I think they should, blah, 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 and then explain, or no, because of blah, blah, blah. And the people that are watching this that are not in the class, you guys can write your opinions on the Verbling chat as well. But when you say yes or no and give your opinion, give some, not facts, but give some evidence, like an argument. Make an argument, basically. Because that's what a debate is about, making the better argument, or the best argument. So would anybody like to go first?
Well, actually, I don't understand very good what point do you want to talk. First, you said that we have to talk about the requirements of somebody when somebody want to study in another country.
Not the requirements. I was trying to explain what required meant. Like, for example, it's required that you use headphones on Verbling classes. That might be a way to use that word. I was just trying to give it...
Obligation?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it means. An obligation.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, why exactly do I have to study in high school when I'm going to other country to study? Oh, yeah, because what's your point of view? Oh, no, sorry, point of view. No, what's your
opinion?
No. So why do you put this example of high school?
Why did I put this example of high school? What do you?
Yeah.
Why
didn't you put university?
That's what Julio was saying. He was saying, why not talk about studying abroad in high school? And I said that what we're going to do is first discuss high school and then discuss college or university.
Joseph, can you give an example? If for example, I want to go to other country to study, maybe I can understand better.
Can I make suggestion?
Yeah. Wait, Julio. Hold on, Moses. Can you ask that question again?
No, that's suggestion.
If you can.
Yep. Sorry for Moses. Like, can I suggest you? Can you just let another person to share their idea, and you can follow, like you understand a little bit about this, because they will share more the information about the topic that they give, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Because we
okay.
have only 1 hour, right? That's fine.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand you. Okay, so I'm going to pay attention to you
Yep.
or
Yep.
to everyone.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you good, Moses?
Yeah. Don't worry, Joseph.
Okay. So the question is, so right now, some people what they're asking is, why are we talking about high school instead of university? And this is just, I guess you could call it the boundaries of this question. We're talking about a specific time, so the ages 14 to 18, which would be high school, and then afterwards, which if we have time, we'll go into university as well. But right now, we're just focusing on high school, and I brought up this question because some people think, okay, when you're younger, when you're between 14 and 18, your mind is your brain is growing more, and it's taking in more information. It can take in more information as opposed to maybe when you get older and you're like in your 20s. So that's why we're focusing on high school right now. So the question is, should study abroad for 1 year be required in high school?
No.
No. Okay, why?
Because like for example, if we have 4 years at high school and we study the first year, for example, in my country, and I want to travel, I want to study abroad for 1 year. It's I'm disagree because if I want to study abroad, I will continue the 3 years, not only 1 year. If you understand what I mean?
Wait. Okay, can you? I'm a little bit confused. Can you explain that one more time? So you think that high school is 4 years, and instead of and if you go abroad for 1 year, then you're taken away from high school, and so then you should study for 2 years abroad, or wait? Can you? I'm confused.
He means that when he go out 1 year, he miss 1 year. So when he come back, he has to repeat again 1 year. It means that take 4 years or 5 years in high school. I mean, I think so.
Not really.
No? Okay.
I feel like lost.
Can I go on? I said yes.
Wait,
for this question, I say yes.
Wait, hold on, Julia. Let's have Mehdi explain what he thinks first, because we're a little bit confused. And then you.
I just think if we study the first year of the high school in our country and we want to study abroad, we have to continue the 3 years after, not only study 1 year.
So you think 1 year would be pointless?
Yes, I think it's not good. We're obligated to continue the 3 years. To finish the high school.
So you think that you think that it should be one place. You think that it should be high school in the United States for 4 years, or high school in Egypt for 4 years.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just disagree the 1 year. I'm not disagree the idea, but I disagree the 1 year. Okay.
Okay. All right. I think Julio, you wanted to go next.
Yes. For this question, I said yes. The reason why I said yes, in 2 points in this case. The first point is exchange student in high school, and the second point is support by themselves to go to study in another country. So what I mean by exchange students, it's good for them. It's a brilliant chance to them to improve their skill in terms of language, in terms of culture, and a lot of various experience that they will learn when they go out to study abroad. And this is also when we say the exchange students, it's like smart students or intelligent students that they got the chance to go to study abroad. So this is, we have to agree with this, because it's not all people can get this, all students can get this. So the second point, the second point is like, if we support by ourselves to go to study abroad, that's also fine, because we gain more experience also, because we learn culture, we will learn a lot of experience with this kind of this kind of things, because I can say that something is not so good if they go for 1 year and they change the language of instruction in school. If they use Portuguese and they go to another country that use English, that is very difficult for them to adjust their self-studying in high school. I think so.
That's an the last point you brought up is interesting, because I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be difficult, because, you know, if for example, you know, when I went to high school, it was all in English, and if I went to Egypt and learned Arabic, and then I come back, and everything's back in English, I mean, as long as I keep up with my Arabic, then I think I'll still do well with it. But you know, that would be, it would kind of feel not annoying, but I would be so adjusted to Arabic and learning in Arabic that it'd be weird. It'd be different. Yeah, that's a good point, though. Anybody else like to share an opinion? Anybody? I mean, I can call on you guys, or
Wow.
David, would you like to share one?
Well, I'm certainly agree what you said.
You agree with what Julio said?
In part.
In parts. Okay, can you explain a little bit?
I agree with Julio in part what he said, but in a lot of parts yes and a little no, because you know now the students goes bad and bad the studies, and then you know, for example here in Spain the education goes every year very bad. And that's why I certainly agree, and no, that's why.
Okay. So you agree with... So wait, I'm still a little bit confused. What did you disagree with? The part about how you go back to one language?
I lost. Can you repeat?
I'm confused. Which part did you disagree with that Julio said?
The last part, I think, that he said.
You disagree with that? You think it's okay that it's... Yeah. Okay. Okay, alright, fair enough. Anybody else like to share an opinion?
Look at the chat, please.
Okay, you wrote, I also disagree with the idea to study like the first year in my country. 4 years high school after I studied abroad to high school was 3 years, 2 years. Okay, yeah. I mean, if a high school is only 2 years and you study one in another country and one in the other, then it's it could be detrimental, which means like it could be affected negatively. I don't know.
Yes, and like you said, the languages is not the same.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, 1 year is a long time, and I think that you can learn a language. If you try, you can learn a language well in a year living abroad. I've never done it, so I can't speak from experience, but I would assume.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. All right. We've only heard from Julio, David, and Mehdi. So there are 6 of you still left to share your opinions. So what do you guys think?
I can speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, go abroad is very good experience. I'm currently living abroad, but the point is when you are studying, you don't have money always, so only if your parents can afford this, can go abroad to study 1 year, because 1 year abroad is is something that you have to spend a lot of money. So it's not that easy. Sure, it's a good experience. If I were studying 1 year in the past, I would speak English before, but I don't think in countries like Spain we can go 1 month abroad, but not 1 year.
Okay, all right. So you think that you agree, you say yes, you should, but it's hard because of, it could be hard because of the money, depending on if your parents have to pay for it or if the school pays for it, etc. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say something, Joseph.
Okay.
I think maybe it's a good idea that the guys in high school learned another language, but maybe you can solve that if the teacher can teach them, for example, in my country, English class, but not just English class. For example, they can teach them in mathematics, in English, biology, chemistry. It's a good idea because the environment in this classroom is going to change if the teachers speak every time in English. Because I think well, nowadays if you want to get a good or curriculum vitae, for example, you must learn almost, I think, 2 languages. And anybody, well, maybe it's very hard to get the money. It's very hard to get some money. So this is my point of view about that.
Okay, so you think it's important to learn another language, and you think that studying abroad would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have the opportunity to travel, it's very good.
Yeah, the opportunity to travel. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
If not, you can connect on Verbling.
That's true.
In my opinion, Joe, learning language we must learn when we are not at higher school. Only when we start elementary school to learn language. It's the best way.
Yeah, it's hard because to go to a school and get I don't know. I mean, I think you should learn. I mean, in my opinion, I think everybody should learn another language just because of the experiences you obtain from learning that language. It's hard though, because like for example, I was in my Spanish class today, and I've been studying Spanish for a super long time because I took it all throughout high school, and I wanted to study abroad in high school because I thought, hey, it'd be a really cool experience, kind of what all of you guys who said yes, about learning about different cultures, being exposed to a different part of the world, stuff like that. But today I was in my Spanish class, and since I've been studying Spanish for so long and I've practiced on Verbling a lot with native speakers, it's not that I get annoyed or frustrated, it's that I think there's a better way to do it. And I think the better way is the idea of Verbling, just practicing with native speakers, because that's how you'll get better. And I've noticed that just in myself. I've improved with my Spanish from speaking with native speakers, and I'd rather, if I could get university credit for it, I'd rather spend 3 hours, 4 hours a week on Verbling speaking with native speakers than sitting in the classroom, because I'm at the level where now I'm past all the grammar and everything, and all the grammar classes, and the writing classes too. I mean, I still have to take literature, but I'm past all of that. So now it's just kind of doing things that you would do in English, but you're speaking in Spanish the whole time. So I don't know. It's difficult because it costs money to do stuff like that, and I don't know. It's Verbling's still
But
new.
I think that Spanish is more difficult than English.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
probably.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. I mean, I've talked to people who have been studying English for 3 or 4 months, and then I talk to people who have been studying Spanish for 3 or 4 months, and maybe it's the way that they learned. I think
Yeah.
that's a really crucial factor, is the way that you learn the language, because yeah, total immersion. Kalini just wrote it. Total immersion is the best, and I think you guys have hinted at it too, and I agree, and that's why I think studying abroad is a great way to learn a language. And I was just wondering if you guys thought that it should be required in high school. And most of you guys have spoken, but there's still some people here.
I think that French is the easier language.
You think what?
French is the easier language.
French?
Russian?
Well, French,
No.
is
No.
no comments.
French is difficult.
Okay, because I study French. Okay.
Okay.
Italian is easy.
Italian's easy?
Because it's
Yes.
your language.
Yeah, for Spanish people.
I think this.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to change if somebody learn a language. For example, I know how to speak Spanish, obviously, so I can learn much easier Portuguese, Italian, because this language have many common things between each other. Or
That's true.
so yeah, it's good. It's going to depend what language you know.
Yeah. Yeah, like for me, English is it's a Germanic language. Some people say it's easier to learn German. German is also a Germanic language.
No,
I don't know. I mean,
It's difficult.
I hate this language.
I think but well, I don't know. I haven't really talked to that many people who've learned German who are English native speakers. But I think like learning French, if you already know Spanish and you learn French, I've heard that it can be easy. But yeah, Danilo said it depends what language you
No.
already know.
I'm not agree.
You do
What
not agree?
you know my native language, so it is an easy to speak French.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've studied a little bit of French, and French to me is
Or
difficult.
Russian. Russian is so difficult.
Russian, I feel like but that's also another thing too. I mean, it depends on what your base language is, because for us who speak the Germanic and Romance languages, Russian, the orthography or the writing, the letters, the alphabet, it's all different. So you have to same with Arabic. So that's why it's difficult. It seems difficult for us. So I think Moses is right. Let's change. Yeah.
Yo, one question. Did you
Yes.
try to speak Catalan?
No. No. I've looked at it like one time and I don't remember it that well, but no, I never tried because I don't know. I just didn't.
Because I speak also Catalan, so
Catalan. Okay.
that's why I live in
Is that
Barcelona. That's why where I live in Barcelona, native Catalan, native Spanish.
Hey, well, you've got 2 languages, and then
You
English.
think if you think if we take one person, for example, who talk English, and we put it to another country who has a different language,
Uh-huh.
you will learn it. You will learn it easier.
Okay, I don't know. I think it all depends on the person and what the person does, because for example, if you go to, I don't know, let's say one of you guys moves to the United States, and you find a place that's cheap, and that you know, like let's say your native language is Arabic, and you go and you look for a city where there are not a lot of Arabic speakers because you want to get away from them. You want to surround yourself with just people who speak English, which is another thing you need to do. So let's say you do that, and let's say you find an apartment, you get a job working online or something. So you have all this free time. You just going there and like watching TV and, you know, going and ordering coffee and stuff like that, that's not going to make you fluent in the language. What you need to do is, I don't know, find clubs and groups online and go meet up with them, people who are English native speakers, and, you know, create friendships with them, and then because of that, that's going to motivate you to speak the language better, because these are going to be your friends and you're going to want to be able to express yourself. So because of that, then you're going to speak more often, you're going to surround yourself, you're going to hear it more often. And so if you just go and you live in your apartment in, I don't know, let's say Oklahoma, and you're living in your apartment in Oklahoma, and you don't go out, you don't go out and try and meet people and do things, and, you know, you're not going to become fluent in English, and it makes sense, it's common sense. So to answer your question, just moving to the country isn't the only thing that you can do to make yourself, or won't make you fluent in itself. You have to go above and beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was going to say was Moses said we should move on to university, and Julio, you said that too. So we'll change the question now to university, because maybe some people who haven't spoken have an opinion on this. So the question is, should study abroad for 1 year be required in university? So when we say university, we're talking about...
I think university is the whole, like, not only 1 year. It depends the course, how long it takes. If 3 or 4 years, it might be 3 or 4 years, not only 1 year, because this is college, right?
Yeah, I think it depends though, because some people, one thing that it depends on is where you want to work afterwards. For example, like I always say, because in the United States, universities cost a lot, and it's cheaper to go to another country most of the time. I mean, obviously it depends on the country, but some people, I think, are worried because they know they want to work in the United States, and they're worried that if they get a degree from a university in another country, that the employer isn't going to look at it the same as if it were a degree from a university in the United States. So that's what people worry about. That's the reason that. But I think you're right, Julio. I think people should look to other countries and study abroad. It's just right now I don't think it's very common. At least I don't know. There's probably a community out there that believes in doing that. But I mean, I don't know. It depends.
But one thing can I share, like in the United States, like, you know, your education, your quality of education is a higher one. The highest is yours. So everyone wants to go to study there, but it's very hard to get there to study there. So for you guys, like from United States people, they cannot find any more university or college that's better than theirs. So it's better for them to study in their countries rather than they go or move out to another country. That is the case. But for another country, it like depends on the curriculum or quality of the education, which is like, you know, is not good. They might prefer to go out to study abroad, find which university or colleges provide good or high quality of education that they will trust to gain more knowledge there, I think. And I think we supposed to be try to figure out or discuss some case that is generally for everyone can get access it and they can have experience to share it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the thing is that the university systems all over the world are not like they don't know about each other. Like, for example, if you asked me, hey, what's the name of a university in Thailand? I would have no idea. I mean, like, people don't know enough. I feel like if they knew, I'm not saying that you need to know the name of every university, but to have a little bit of background information. Like, oh, in Thailand, the university systems they focus on math and sciences or something like that. Or if people knew more about it, then employers, I think, would be more understanding. So, like, for example, if you're in Egypt and you say, oh, I studied abroad in the United States and I went to the University of or Northern Arizona University, and then the employer might say, where's Arizona? And they might misjudge you because of that, because they're not informed on it. So it would be something that would have to be changed, all over. So it's difficult, but so, Julio, then it sounds like you think that you should study abroad in the university, but you think that it should be for more than 1 year, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Any thoughts?
I think that you need more than 1 year, because I tried to go to the university and I failed the access because it was very hard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it can be hard, especially if there's entrance exams, and some people don't do well with them. So it stinks if you get turned away.
But the exams that it says history, now the history for your language, the other language, then nature, biology, and then if you go to telecommunication, why do you need that? So you must study more than 1 year.
Okay, so you and Julio both agree that it should be more than 1 year. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else?
I want to say something about these views. Why do you want to go to other country for almost more 1 year? Because in my case, in my country, when somebody wants to go out to study other language, it's because they want to make the difference between other people. But if you study more than 1 year, you're going to spend more money, and maybe money, you get this money for your parents. So your parents tell you have to produce money because we're not going to have enough money to give you more than 1 year. But if you want to study more than 1 year in another country because you want to give to the university these ideas, this education, I think is a good reason. You understand me? Because, for example, in my university, you can travel to Oklahoma's university, and in this university is more developing than my university, so you can get many ideas, but many, and so you can get these ideas at your university, and you can help your students or your friends. You understand me? So this is my point of view of that.
Yeah. That's a good point of view.
I have a question for you. For example, Professor, if you have such a chance to travel to another country that you love the language, what will this country?
Just can you translate me? I don't understand very good.
Wait, Mehdi, can you ask that one more time?
If you have such a chance to travel to another country that you love the language, what will this country?
Okay, so if you had the opportunity to travel to another country, like a country that spoke the language. Yeah, another language. What country would it be?
Yes.
Yeah.
What country would I travel to?
That
Wait,
you,
is that the question for everybody or just for Moses?
for everybody.
For everybody. Okay.
Ah, okay.
I will go to the best university if I could travel.
Where? What country?
Or Oxford University or Cambridge University. I have those in mind.
Okay. All right.
That's not local language. What she means is local language.
Wait,
I
what
write
you?
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we ran out of our topic a little bit. Can we focus on the topic that study abroad? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Let's.
who disagree. So you all say who agree with the study abroad is better. You can
Well,
prove
it
your
has many points of
opinion,
view, so you
idea,
have to.
and we can share it for each other, right?
Yeah. Let's go back to the top.
Don't come up with new question because it's like we cannot discuss more. Like we have to focus for that question.
Yeah, Mehdi, I think that's a good question, because it's interesting. Yeah, where would you study abroad? Where would you study abroad? But let's focus on the question first, and then I'm sure we'll have time afterwards. So
Yes, okay. Okay, of course.
yeah,
Yes.
thanks. So back to the
Can I
question.
speak?
Yes, Marcos. Yeah.
Yes, okay. I agree that you should be required to study abroad for 1 year because we live now in a globalized world. So we have to know different cultures and languages. And for example, maybe, I don't know, in a few years, maybe you will have the opportunity to travel or to work in another country. If you didn't study abroad, you won't know the language, and maybe you will lose the opportunity to work in another country.
It's a good. Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Learning about the culture and the languages is important. All right. Anybody else? I know that some other others of you have not gotten a chance to speak. So if you'd like to, go ahead. Let's see. Inma, Elif.
Hi, Joe. I'm here and I want to speak, but I couldn't because subject is always changing.
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, it's good because then you gotta pay attention. Okay, what are we talking about now? But yeah, but right now we're talking about university. So should study abroad for 1 year be required in university? What do you think?
I think it can be because learning a different language and different culture, it's very exciting and experience. I think just 1 year or maybe half a year.
Just half a year? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's enough, I think, because I'm in Turkey and I'm in University of Sakarya, and we have a program in name of the Erasmus. We can change the university with a different country, and maybe Sakarya University and Manchester, that's in London, or maybe in every country, and just 1 year or 2 years we can go abroad. We can go different university. I think it is a good experience because my friends told me that I learned very how can I say, I'm very exciting now, sorry. It's
Sorry.
experience.
Yeah, you get a global experience.
Yes, I mean this.
Yeah, okay. That's definitely in a valid opinion. Yeah, I think you're right. You can gain a lot. It can be a really rewarding experience. Anybody else that has not? I mean, Inma, you have not spoken. David, you spoke a little bit. Danilo spoke a little bit. What do you guys think?
I have. There are a lot another David that I'm seeing.
No, the other David.
I know, but only for difference because there are two Davids.
Oh, sorry. David Sequeira Lara?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's could be good if everyone can go one year. Maybe in the university, maybe if the university has some kind of agreement between them, so you don't lose the year and in the meaning you told before, because you are studying in a university that maybe the person who are going to give you a job you don't know or something like this.
Yeah.
So we have kind of this in Europe. I don't know in the States.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you have in Europe, but I can imagine, since all the countries are pretty close to each other, at least compared to, the United States to, other parts of the world.
Yeah, too big.
Yeah, really big. But yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think you can learn a lot. Anybody else? Would you like to? Inma?
Hello.
Hello.
I think it should be required only if the university offers a payment for it, because staying abroad there is expensive, at least in Europe.
Yeah, that's true. That's one thing to think about, the cost. Now, in the United States, it's actually cheaper. So, for example, I'm going to study abroad in Argentina next semester, and for that semester, it's going to cost like around this, $8,350. About that. Are you guys there? Hello?
Listening. See, I am listening.
Okay, sorry. I thought for some reason my computer the screen flashed and I thought it disconnected. But what I was going to say is, so to study in Argentina for one semester, it's going to be about $8,300, around there. Now, to study at my university, it's about I think it's about $10,000, $11,000. So I mean, it's about it's about $3,000 less then, but I know in Europe it's probably different. In other countries it's probably different. So it just depends too. But I mean, I think that's something that the school could always offer scholarships and help people do. So I don't know. Yes, accommodations are included. Yeah. So it's not bad. I mean, it depends. But it sounds like most of you guys are saying that it should be required because of the great experience that it is, especially to help you learn a new language, because not a lot of, at least in the United States, not a lot of people speak a second language. And I think that's changing. I think before it was a lot more common. Now it's becoming less and less common. I'm not sure. I don't have any evidence or any research on that. But I'm hoping that it will become more popular to learn another language. So I don't know. It's hard because yeah, if it does cost a lot and you don't have the money, your family doesn't have the money, then it's hard. So, does anybody else have any thoughts or things they want to add?
Yeah, just a little bit like study abroad. It's actually like it's like we can build up our kind of like business, or we meet new people, around the world, or in which country we go to study. Then we can make friends, and that's the one opportunity. But what I'm going to say, like a little bit you know, study abroad in my country especially is like the extremely case that everyone wants to get it.
I'm doing 3 hours of TH classes.
So,
okay.
sorry.
And so in the morning.
Hello.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Julio?
I mean, for the chance to study abroad in my country especially is like extremely important for everyone, because they want to get, like all young people, they want to find this opportunity, because many of you know, agencies that they offer a scholarship, so it's like they offer a scholarship to study in Australia, in US, you know, like Hawaii, like New Zealand. So this is like, if you get this, like, you know, it's brilliant for the people. So that's why I say that it's very good for people to get this chance.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's nice because there are people who want to help you out, and for example, I've applied for a few scholarships to help me study abroad. I mean, my parent, I'm fortunate enough that my parents are going to help me pay for it, and they have money to help me pay for it, but I also have to pay for part of it myself. So like, for example, teaching on Verbling, using some of the money that I earn here to help me do that. But I'm also applying for scholarships. Like, for example, I applied for one at my school, and they gave me $1,000 to help me fund it. So, you know,
that's great.
Yeah. So, I mean, as long as you go out there and look, and if you really want to do it, then, you know, you can do it, because there are people who will help you out there. So, yeah. Okay, so the class has come to an end, but I want to thank you guys for coming. I think this has been an interesting
thank you.
Debate. Yeah. And hopefully you guys got a chance to speak, share your opinion, and you enjoyed it. And if you have any future topics, if there's like, if you'd like to continue talking about this, or you want to bring up a different question for debate or anything.
Okay, I want to talk about the languages.
Yeah. You want a class on languages?
Yes.
All right. I will write that down, and next week we'll have a debate about languages, or not a debate, a conversation. So we're just gonna I'll write it down, and then I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Thanks, you too. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you.
The next class